Video log 13, April 25th, 11 p.m. I gotta say, I seem like kind of a more louting and open than I believe that I did with with my latest video log, and right now it seems kind of worth it. Like in some silent sense, like you get this kind of like a thing where you can choose to either be loud or even or even yell. Like I I also understand that there's some matters of perspective when just like my one of my housemates here, it's he's always saying the same thing over and over again, and it's he's always loud, and I'm kind of like a bit grateful that I'm down here and he's always up there. Like in a way, when it got annoying, too far, when around my presence, like I say, "Hey," inside voice, and and uh, yeah, I guess when it comes to to matters of one's own perspective, it's still of a matter of perspective. Like even I know it sounds like a whole total duh kind of kind of a deal. Like it's like I guess when was the last time anyone has ever screamed? Like I know that in some cases children kind of scream all the time, and some screams are sounded fun, some screams are kind of scary, and it's kind of hard to pin out of how one, well, such as myself, kind of view that in all the all the different people and all the uh differentiaries way of of those screams. like I don't know, maybe I might be going around in circles. Hmm. But be that as it may, I do have something else to go on, and I better hurry this up before I forget. Uh, oh no, oh no. What is it? Oh, okay. This just come back. All right. You know what the problem with with relationships it's a part of how in my reality it's it's always the dream of of having a girl like come chasing me, and in the long run, like it's always had to be something of the other way around. The part of where uh where where the man has to like do most of the work. Like yes, I I I still like the idea of being like the dominant one, like, and if I'm embarrassed to say it, but I'll say it anyway. Being called a master or like something like that. Um, like I know that in some sense, women are like fragile creatures, especially of like little girls, right? Because like you get this sense of a stillness where it's like it has like a two gender languages, the kind of where it leaves a guy moment for a moment of pause, and the part of where the the girl and oh shoot, I just had something. Um, part of where they have some kind of a natural defense mechanisms where it's always about the lie that they have in their heads, where uh and this came from the Dr. Oz, yeah, Dr. Oz, and like said something about a part of the brain that like tells them to lie, and like that's a and then like he says to her that that's normal, and I think that's what I remember. Um, the problem with the stillness is that oh sorry, get a bit ahead of myself. All right, as I was like trying to say, like the stillness part of the females is like say say like they like they like notice, and then they quickly act. Like not all of them are like it, but comparing my side view of the world, like it seems like a kind of like a non-existent. And how do I know that? Well, that's kind of what I just shared. Well, at least I am making the best that I can with this video. Like, like you you get this you get this kind of like all this reality like wrapped around that I'm talking about me, of course. Is that everything's always the same. Like you always stick with with these confined strengths that that you currently live in, and it seems like you live in a world where nothing in life is like gonna be any different. Like the part that I just said about how I live in a world where it's not a vice versa, but a total versa. Always the man like me had to do the work by going to chase women, and yet women like don't chase me, and it's and kind of just learned about this after watching that one video of of Think Big, like on YouTube, and it talks about relationships and sex and like kind of like the most popular form of marriage, and like you you never notice of these kinds of things when it seems like a whole seems like a bit of a hold up of hold up point until till reality decides to introduce something interesting info for you. Mostly the browser internet. Yep. Like in most people's perspective, like I know that appearances like matter because not everyone likes likes well, I mean, not every girl likes chubby guys like me, like who is like all sad, lonely, and if I dare say it, like uh kind of a too smartish, because like yeah, I am a logicaholic, and like I am like smart as I can be for now, and I do have learned a lot of things, especially of like when the especially when the opportunity kind of like presented itself. CPR, not very much. I've been trying to lose weight, but when every time I do my stepping exercise, like it seems like when I went to the library one day, like it I looked at the door, and I realized of how big my upper legs have gotten, and they seem to be as much bigger as my gut even went together, and like I'm trying my best to get the to get out of this house program stuff and legally, and so far it's like been slow, and it's taking of a lot of my time, a lot of time that I wish that I could have done something more to absent it. Like I want to I want to get the self help that I deserve, and make a succession of my appearance by looking all skinnier, and and look more attractive. Um, without that, without that that quality, like like uh, it's kind of hard to know how to how to be one when it's always about me being fat. and and I am like saying this honestly because I know that people will say it doesn't matter of like what you look like. You are good as you always are. And the funny phrase of like say like you are what you eat, and it's like, oh, okay, so you're saying I am the pizza man, and it's like, what? Like, I'm sure that everyone has their own sense of like uh, ways of attraction when it comes to physical appearances, and like if I'm the only person who thinks that 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 appearances does for one's self, like uh, like I would have to say yes, because because I want to be in a relationship, but like I want to be in a relationship by like looking all good, skinny, and healthy. It doesn't necessarily need to be all. Doesn't necessarily need to be all muscle. It's just how should I say this? Uh, looking good, and I believe in the hard truth of reality. I believe that is uh, is the problem that I have of like how I don't see any women chasing me because one they'll they'll either act nicely or being sorry for me, like like in in all my years of living in temporarily solitude, like like the latest one was kind of like painful to bear, but the ones of like before that, it like it kind of like does make sense, although like like that's not that's not news. Like even a frustrated person can see that. What am I trying to say? I don't think there is like any more that I can say that that it has to fill what's already filled up, I guess. Like I just found out that that I can smoke cigarettes here at this company house, and like, even though I should be like pretty mad or pissed off about how I've been kept in the dark from it, and it'll probably like would have like spare me like a number of headaches after all of this psychological intolerance that I had to like put up with. But for now, I'm kind of grateful that I just learned about it now, cause like right now I'm just gonna let it pass. There, there is still the problem with financial issue and one or two other things. Sorry, threw up in my mouth a little. Well, I guess that's all I have to share for today, and you all have a good night. I'll see you on the next one.